Hey, what up guys, this is Brandon here, and today I will be reacting to pretty much the Nintendo Switch 2 trailer that came out today. So for those who weren't aware, we got pretty much a new Nintendo Switch, I guess you could say a new Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, basically, I guess revealing more of the console. And there was various games I saw that are, that were revealed for the Switch 2 as well. So I couldn't watch the Switch 2 Direct, unfortunately, mainly because I was working. So, I had to work today. But either way, though, I told you guys that, and you guys already knew when we got that first look trailer from the Switch 2 back in January, which I did a reaction on back in January, of course. We saw that there was going to be a Direct regarding the Switch 2 for April 2nd, obviously today. So, yeah, so pretty much we got that, and I'm sure a lot of you guys watched it already, and I've heard that there's a lot of positive, definitely a lot of positive feedback and criticism. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of this stuff. But I'm mostly what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mostly react to pretty much the Switch 2, just the Switch 2 trailer basically, and also I'm gonna react to pretty much the new Mario Kart game that has a new title as well, called Mario Kart World, which I had a feeling it was gonna be called something like that, So, but I'm basically just react to those two things. There's a lot of other games and other types of stuff that were also revealed, but I'll get into all that after these reaction videos. But without further ado, I'm gonna be reacting to these for the first time, so I'm gonna see how all this is. I didn't get spoiled too much, so that way, especially with the new Mario Kart game. So I'm hoping that it's all worth it, and see how how great these games, well, not these games, but you guys get the idea. So basically I'm just gonna react to the Switch 2 and Mario Kart World. So yep, without further ado, let's go and get right into this here. So first we're gonna start off with pretty much the Nintendo Switch 2 overview trailer. So I guess this is like the trailer pretty much showing everything that everything about the Switch 2, something like that, I guess. So it'll be interesting though, because you guys got to see already with the first the first look trailer, you guys got to see how the Joy-Cons are, how they're magnetic and all that, and how like everything looks. But I think here in this trailer, it basically explains like the specs and or shows you like the specs and stuff, or all the different features, I guess, something like that with the Switch 2. But I didn't fully watch it yet, so I'll pretty much learn about it as we go along. So for those who haven't watched this yet, you guys get to react pretty much with me. So I already know the prices of these of the games and obviously the console. So you'll see though in this trailer though. But without further ado, let's get right into it here. So yep, Switch 2, there it is. So there it is right there. Wow. All the buttons there, all that, It looks really awesome. I just love the buttons and everything. It's really cool. The
Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt to suit your situation.
And you guys can see right there, there's the new Mario Kart game right there. Like, that's really cool, man. Like, it already looks so cool just seeing the game and all that. But even seeing like the 12th place font in the bottom corner there, it's just so exciting to see such a brand new Mario Kart game like that. All right, I'll get back to the video.
However you like to play. In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen.
That's right, like the first Switch.
In tabletop mode, place your system however you like using the stand, and share a controller with a friend. In handheld mode, play anywhere you go.
That's the new Donkey Kong game, by the way. Like, look at that. Donkey Kong. See, Donkey Kong looks so different right there, but I forget what the game is called. It's a new Donkey Kong game that was also revealed for the Switch 2. But Donkey Kong basically now has like a whole new look. It's crazy, or I guess you could say a classic look. I don't know. He just looks so different now. I don't know if I'm really vibing with it, but I just, because you guys already know, I grew up, I think we pretty much all grew up with the Donkey Kong that we've known for years. But I mean, it's really cool that they did it like differently like that. So I'm just gonna rewind it.
Place your system however you like using the stand, and share a controller
but
with
still,
a friend.
it's so interesting.
In handheld mode, play
like, look at Donkey Kong. He has like pants on too. Like, you guys see that? Oh no, his pants are gone.
These 3 play modes, you can enjoy playing whenever and wherever you want. All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system.
Yeah, let's see it. All right. Bigger screen, same thickness.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
Whoa!
Here's how that...
Whoa! You're driving Mario Kart. So in the new Mario Kart, you're literally driving in the ocean. That's a new one. Okay, that is crazy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just shocked to seeing all this. Like, look, there's a construction site. There's just so many interesting details with these different games. It's crazy.
And how it's improved from the Nintendo
obviously with the new
Switch
Mario
system.
Kart game and all that, you know, Donkey Kong. Obviously, it's so interesting.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen.
That's
Here's
crazy.
how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, look at that.
The system's thickness remains the same.
Wow. High definition display.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Nice. That's more like it. That's what I'm talking about right there. Is the frame rate better though? Wait, smooth gameplay.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Nice. That is what I like to see right there. Vivid LCD. I was literally just about to say. I was literally just about to say that. I was like, are we gonna have better frame rate, better FPS for the new Switch? And luckily we are getting that, because honestly, that's what the original Switch lacked. Is that it really lacked, the frame rate. I've heard a lot of like complaints about it too. Like it was not even like, I don't even think it was even 60 frames per second at one point, which is crazy. So I don't know.
It supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
This is crazy though. Vivid LCD HDR
the
support.
LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing
Nice.
more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
Cool. That's cool though. Joy-Con 2 attached magnetically.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Oh! Okay, I was wondering how you take those off. That's cool. Bigger SL, SR buttons.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Yeah, I think that was my issue too. With the SL, SR buttons,
The left
whatever.
and right sticks are now larger.
Is that they were like smaller. Nice. It's crazy though.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse. Opening
Wow.
up even more ways to play in compatible games.
That is crazy. I was wondering why they were sliding in the other trailer.
Both the left and right Joy-Con 2 support mouse controls, so you can also play certain games using two mice, like this.
That is crazy. I'm glad you said mice, saying more than one.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Wow. Built-in mic.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It
Wow.
also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
Oh, wow. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Wow. That is awesome. Wow. That is insane.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because like that's literally what the Switch OLED did, is that they improved that stand. They improved the original Switch's stand, to make it more better. They improved on that, but here they really did it much better here too. So they did it even better.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Yeah, it's like so much better. Like 2 USB-C ports.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Yep, that one that I told you guys before. Wow.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Wow. That is crazy though. Larger, faster storage.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Wow.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
Nice. New dock 4K support.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Wow. Now here's the question. Here's the real question though. Before I get into any further, are there gonna be new themes? That's the question. I've been waiting for like new themes. No, none of this white and this black and white theme crap. Okay, that's literally what I'm literally speaking for everybody here. I'm speaking on everybody. Pretty much. Are there gonna be new themes, Nintendo? So that's all I'm gonna say. But fan ventilation for powerful cooling.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
Good.
This helps keep performance stable.
Yeah, that right there is what, dude. I'm glad they did that too. Because my Switch recently, since you guys know I'm playing Paper Mario Thousand Year Door on my channel, new episode just came out today. If you guys want to check it out, but no, recently I was playing it off camera, and literally during the game, my Switch told me, "Oh, your Switch is too hot. It needs to cool down," and it turns off. So then I had to go and like stop playing the Switch. So yeah, of course, recently my Switch has been getting too hot as well, just from playing games. So this is definitely perfect for, stuff like that. So in that way, maybe this will prevent, the Switch 2 from being warped. You know how the Switch is like more bending or whatever, like more bent because it's like warped or whatever, something like that. Because my Switch is kind of like that, I think. But I don't know. But that's just insane though. So, but this is much better. This is a great improvement. Plays compatible.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
Yeah, there you go. See it? Original Switch games too. It's crazy. Man, this is awesome. There it is, Switch 2. June 5th. 2 months? Wow. That quickly? Okay. I was expecting it to come out in like October or something, But it's coming out literally in 2 months, and we just got the reveal of it. That is insane. Like, on such short notice, too, a little bit. Because I think the first Switch was revealed sometime, I think it was sometime in, I think it was like October 2016. Because I remember I did a video on it around that time where I basically said my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch or whatever. So, but yeah, stuff like that. It's like, yeah, that was like a couple months before the first Switch came out. So this right here, that's pretty awesome because at least now you don't have to wait so long for this Switch to come out. Obviously, I almost thought it was gonna be like a November or December type of release, because I almost thought it was coming out during the holidays or something like that, stuff like that, I guess. But that's interesting. So there it is, the Switch 2. That's the overview of it. Pretty interesting. I'm overall hyped about it, pretty much. Very excited for it. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but maybe I'll get it when it comes out. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, yeah. I mean, other than that, though, definitely very excited. A lot of improvements you guys saw right there. A cooling system. Better. Better. Was it? I forget what they call it now. Like, obviously, better frame rate, but also, was it something HD, FHD, something like that, some stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Even the Joy-Cons are like mouses now, so it's almost like computer gaming, but you're using the Switch. Like, that's insane. That's really crazy. So I don't know. I mean, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. I'm not really gonna break down everything, but I noticed there's a bunch of games that were shown. I can't really keep up with all that, but there's just, if you guys want to point out whatever games you guys saw, you guys could do that. But I tried my best to just, mention them, but we had to go along with this video, so we had to get through this, so that way we could react to the next reaction video, the next video I want to react to. So yeah, other than that though, like I said, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the Switch 2 and how you think it is. But this is just a major improvement. Like, basically this solves all the problems that the original Switch failed to do, I guess, or didn't do, you know. So which I mentioned in the other reaction video. So without further ado, let's get into the next video that I'm going to react to, which is basically Mario Kart World. Alright guys, so I'm very excited for this trailer, that's for sure. But this is number 11 on trending, I believe. Yeah, right there. And I think that Nintendo Switch, the Switch 2 overview trailer is number 6 on trending. So really, this day will always be remembered by Nintendo fans for sure. Like, this is all over the internet. So if you guys haven't seen any of this yet, I do recommend you guys go check it out, obviously. Or you guys can react with me, like I just told you guys. So like you guys are right now. So either way, Mario Kart World. I was hearing, I guess, some rumors about it being called that. I immediately went to the fact that it's gonna be called Mario Kart 9, I guess. But I was also thinking like, oh, they should come with they should have some kind of different title for Mario Kart instead of, you know, the numbers. But yeah, there you go. So Mario Kart World. This is basically the official Mario Kart 9, the newest Mario Kart game that's gonna be coming out. I'm very excited, and we're gonna get right into it here. So I can't wait to see how it is because we already saw some footage of it. Oh wow! Holy crap, dude! I think this is the first track that we saw in the trailer, isn't it? Look, there's Mario. Wow! And I told you guys in the last trailer that Mario looks more like N64ish, more classic, I guess you could say, which pretty much what it looks like here. And Donkey Kong, you guys saw, of course, how Donkey Kong looks in this. He literally looks just like that, pretty much in his new game that's coming out. So it's pretty insane. But yeah, that's just crazy though. Like how they're really changing the characters like this a little bit. Yeah, let's go Mario. But it's like, wow, dude. It's almost like I feel like I'm just watching a new era in Nintendo. Look at Mario. It's like, wow. And Luigi too looks kind of like that. Even Peach kind of looks classic a little bit too. I don't know. Hey, Yoshi kind of looks the same though. And there's Daisy there, Rosalina. Wow, that's a cool card too. Look at that. Yep, there's Donkey Kong. You see how he looks? Man, he just looks so different though. I don't know. But wow, dude. Like, oh man, these tracks look cool. Look at Bowser. And there's Wario, there's Waluigi, of course. Look at Bowser Jr. there. Looks kind of different. There's King Boo. That's awesome. Oh! What the heck? And you can play as a cow. You know what? No. You know what that reminds me of? Wait. Mega Mushrooms are back? This is Mario Kart Wii again? I don't know. But, no, that's crazy. I am blown away. You got Mario. You got Mario Kart grinding. You could grind on rails. Like, this is like Sonic Adventure 2 right here. Literally. Like, what's next? Are we going to have... is Sonic going to be in this game and he's going to have soap shoes on and he's going to grind on the rails? But that's insane, though. Like, wow. Like, I don't know, man. But, I guess anti-gravity... I don't know if anti-gravity's back in this game like it was in Mario Kart 8, but from the looks of it, looks like you could grind with your cart. You could bounce off the walls, or like it's almost like wall jumping, but but it's Mario Kart. That is insane. Like, I gotta see this again, dude. Like, that is crazy. Like look at that. Like, that is crazy though. Look at that, popping wheelies on there too. Yeah, I think that's a Mega Mushroom, isn't it? Oh, you can play as a Hammer Brother. Wow. They have a lot of characters here now. What the hell? What? You can wear different outfits? Oh my god, dude, this is crazy. I mean, I guess it's like Mario Kart Tour, where you get to wear different outfits, or have Mario characters with different outfits. But that's crazy. Mario Kart World, there it is. Wow.
Brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world.
Wow.
Kart races are held throughout various regions
that looked like Moo Moo Meadows, by the way. And is that's Airship Fortress.
And weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, it's playing Toad's Factory. I already know that song. Oh my god, look how many... I feel like there's more than 12 racers.
Virtually everywhere in this world.
Wow. Grand Prix.
Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
Look, it shows Shy Guy Bazaar. There's Peach Stadium. There's... I saw it say Shy Guy Bazaar, which is a course from Mario Kart 7, but that's crazy though.
Everywhere in this world.
Oh my god, I'm just so shocked by this. It's insane.
In the classic Grand Prix, race through 4 courses in a bid for first
Yeah, there's Ocean Fortress too. So you're telling me that...
At the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Wait, how many racers?
The competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history,
24. 24. That's double the racers that you would have in a race. Wow, this is just overwhelming. Like, I'm just shocked. But no, it's kind of crazy that they're pretty much they literally have the retro tracks in like the Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, I guess, kind of like that. Even though usually Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, they're supposed to be brand new courses, but that's interesting though. And yeah, you guys heard there. He said that I guess after a race, you just drive right to the next race, like that. Like that is actually very interesting. I'm glad they're doing that actually, because that's pretty cool. You know,
is gearing up.
That's insane. Knockout Tour.
Introducing Knockout Tour.
All right, I gotta hear this.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Be 8th or better. Ooh.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Wow.
Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Well, we'll have to see. Wow.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Wow. Free roam.
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Nice.
So drive wherever your heart takes you.
That's awesome.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's good. I'm glad they're doing that too. I'm glad they're doing that because like it's like when you're playing Mario Kart, you don't always like you want to just look around too. You don't want to just always like just race around because I always want to just go around, just look around and stuff like that. Like especially with Royal Raceway, like in Mario Kart 64 for example, I always want to just drive around the castle, Peach's castle of course, and just like look around and stuff. So this right here is perfect for this. Like this is definitely. I think this is something that we all, most of us want, right?
Also go for scenic drives with friends.
But that's pretty awesome.
And even take photos together at different locations.
It's insane. Like, wow. I'm very blown away, though. I'm speechless. In a good way, obviously.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario Kart World.
Wow.
The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
There it is. June 5th,
More details
basically.
about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct.
Wow.
So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
All right. That's pretty awesome. Literally in a few weeks, actually. That is crazy. So there it is. Mario Kart World right there. A lot to take in there, but yeah, 24 racers, that's insane. Grinding with your kart, that's also insane. And you get to just, basically you get to drive all around the world, like it showed right there. You get to, it's pretty cool. That's interesting though. Like, it's like, this is literally the real Mario Kart Tour, honestly, because you're actually going on like a world tour kind of thing. It's cool. So, stuff like that though. But, yeah, I'm truly looking forward to this, and it comes out in 2 months. So how's this gonna affect Mario Kart Online? we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how things go. But I have to get the Switch 2 first and the game. But I know they're going to cost so much money though. I'll tell you guys the prices real soon though. But yeah, Mario Kart World, I am very hyped for this. It's going to be very interesting though. Like this is definitely different from any Mario Kart game for sure, you know. You get 24 racers, and I'm glad they're doing this too. I'm glad they did something different with this, you know, like do something like knockout mode and all that. Free roam, definitely the mode I'm glad they should have added that like years ago, honestly. Like they should have had free roam like a long ago, honestly, if I'm being honest. Cuz I think like not everybody wants to just race and just try to win. They like a lot of people, you know, such as myself sometimes, we just want to like just drive around, just look around and just look at stuff, you know, just check out different areas and stuff like that without having the need to try to win, you know what I mean? Or having, you know, always getting hit by items and stuff when you're trying to look around and stuff, you know what I mean? So stuff like that, I guess. But there it is. Mario Kart World right there. So I actually have one more video to show you guys as well. I might as well react to this next video too, and then that'll be it for this whole reaction video. I have no idea what this is going to be even called, but I guess I'll call it like the Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, something like that, reaction video or something. I don't remember. So, yeah, other than that, though, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Mario Kart World. And I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But for now, let's move on to one more video I want to react to. Alright, guys, so you guys already know what this is right here. This is Nintendo Classics Nintendo GameCube. That is right. Nintendo is actually, finally, having virtual console games, you know, with GameCube. Pretty awesome. So that is awesome. I'm truly looking forward to this. I wanted to just check this out myself. That's why I want to react to this as well, because like I just want to see this, because this is what I've been begging for years. I've been wanting this for like so long. I was like, because like I think they came out with like DS games on the Wii U and all that. I'm just like, I was like, where's the GameCube stuff? So ever since the Wii U, I've been wanting GameCube games, you know, as the virtual console and all that, you know, backwards compatibility stuff. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't say backwards compatible, but because you would have to have the game, the actual physical copy, I guess. But I'm just gonna check this out right here, and then after this, I'll mention some other things that weren't really mentioned. But and I guess I'll let you guys know the prices of these games and the Switch too. So let's just check this out first. All right, there it is, GameCube. You already know.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo GameCube,
That's
originally
right.
released in 2001. Here are the titles that will be available at launch. A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker.
That's right.
Transcending history and the world.
Soul Calibur 2.
Tale of Soul-
I have this game. I don't think I told you guys. I have this game. I have the physical copy. But Soul Calibur 2, that's awesome too. But yeah, Wind Waker. I have the Wii U version of that too. So that's pretty awesome. That's coming on the Switch too. But yeah, I never mentioned to you guys. I do have Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube. I don't know. I don't remember where we got I don't know. I don't remember how I got it or how my sister got it, because it was originally her game, obviously.
Swords eternally retold. In this 3D weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series enters.
And that's funny too. You know what's funny? This was the first time I ever heard of Link ever. Like literally this game right here. I don't know if I told you guys that either. I don't know, but I just wanted to let you guys know that this game honestly is very special to me as well. You know, literally all the GameCube games I've ever owned, they're all just very special to me, honestly. Even the ones that I don't have anymore. Like I think I used to have this Monopoly party game on the GameCube, and also Finding Nemo, one of the hardest games of all time. I never really played it that much, believe it or not, or I never even made it that far, but my sister, from her experience, she says the game was hella hard, so pause.
Soul Calibur 2. Experience a world
F-Zero
of
GX,
knuckle
yeah.
racing at speeds
I've always wanted to play this
2,000
game
kilometers per hour.
more often, I should
30
say.
machines will put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX.
Yeah.
In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together.
And one more thing too. Yeah, and the thing that sucks too is that this is like the last ever F-Zero game that was ever released as well, which is pretty crazy. We never had an F-Zero game for the Wii, Wii U, or Switch, and pretty much probably not going to get one for the Switch 2 either. So just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah, this game, I have not played it since I played it my friend Gavin's copy before, and I always thought it was a really fun game. Like even F-Zero X on the N64, which I'm able to play on the Switch, that game is also pretty fun too. So
locally or online.
Nice. Yep, that's pretty awesome.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
Good. No, that's good, because here's the thing. This is a game changer, because I would always have to go to like the actual like settings on the Switch and change the button mapping from there, so I can actually play like the other games properly. Like some N64 games I have to play like that. The GBA games, I have to like change the button mapping on the settings. So I'm glad they're actually doing this, that you're able to change the button mapping inside in the actual like software, you know, because you have to like, I always have to leave the software, and then there's times where I would turn the Switch off and I would turn back on, and it would tell me that, you still have the buttons, the button mapping is still changed, because I forgot to disable it before I turn off my Switch. So this is definitely much better. Like I'm so glad they're doing this. So pretty
More
awesome.
Titles will be added in the future.
Mario Sunshine. Look at that. Luigi's Mansion, obviously. Super Mario Strikers, the original.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, launches the same day as the hardware's release.
That's awesome.
And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
Let's go.
It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
Nice. So that's what the C
Nintendo
button's
GameCube
for.
controller.
See, I forgot to mention that. I heard about the C button. I guess I saw something online that said that Nintendo the Switch 2 is having a C button that was leaked before this Direct. And that's what that's for. That's crazy. So that's pretty awesome. So you can use the C button to use chat. I didn't know what it was for until they literally just mentioned it right there. That's insane. Wow. But I'm very glad they're finally bringing GameCube games like this on the Switch now. Pretty awesome. Even Mario Sunshine, because Mario Sunshine's on the original Switch too, but guess what? It was on the what was it? Something. It was the Mario 3D All Stars. That's what it's called. Yeah, the game. Of course, what Nintendo isn't selling anymore. That was a temporary limited edition game. Limited edition games, unfortunately. So yeah, of course Nintendo stopped selling it. I think 4 years ago already. So luckily I got it. I got it pretty early. I think I got it when it first came out, somewhere around there. But yeah, literally, if you don't have that, if you never had that game or Mario 3D All Stars and never played Mario Sunshine on the Switch yet, well, when the Switch 2 comes out, that'll be your chance. But I know it's gonna be tough for anybody some people to get the Switch 2, unfortunately, because I'll let you guys know the prices soon.
Exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Wow. So, there you go. But here's the thing, though. The Switch 2, I should say, I forget how much it costs. Is it like $400? Or it's like a range between 400 to... Is it? Wait, no, not 700. I was thinking 700, but that'd be outrageous. I don't know. I guess $400. Correct me if I'm wrong. I can't remember. It's around that range, maybe, the price of the Switch 2. But here's another thing that's outrageous as well. The games the Switch games, the Switch 2 games that will be coming out, like Mario Kart World, and this new Donkey Kong game, Donkey Kong Bonanza. So that's that new game that's coming out. I'm not reacting to that one though, but games like that, they're gonna be costing $80 to $90. It's like, what the hell, dude? That's like that. You might as well just buy a freaking console. Like, you might as well buy. I bet you that's how much the PS2 console cost back then, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, dang, dude, why is it gotta be so expensive to even buy a game anymore? Like, it's insane. I remember games used to cost like $40 or $30, somewhere around there. Man, dude, before we know it, games are gonna cost the same price as as a console. Like, we're gonna get to like $200 for a game. It's insane, unreal. So I don't know, but it's what it is, I guess. So I mean, I'm okay. I'm okay with paying for all this, but for anyone that wants to get a Switch, they're not gonna have, some that don't, aren't able to, have that much money. Like, they're gonna have trouble trying to get these, games and console and all that. Or even people that don't even have jobs, or even kids. Like, they're like, I don't like. What's their parents gonna say? Like, they're gonna find out how much these cost, and they're gonna be like, hell no. And they probably won't even get them for Christmas. So I don't know. That's just me though, but it's outrageous overall. So either way though, that's basically it. I reacted to 3 videos here. You guys got to see how the Switch 2 looks, how all the functions are, and everything like that. Mario Kart World, you guys got to see how that is. There's also, the GameCube stuff. So I just wanted to react to this just to see what games were revealed and what, other things, just to see how things are. So overall though, I am truly hyped. Nothing negative really to say about any of these besides the prices. But besides that though, this is going to be a true game changer. The Switch 2, here's my hot take. Switch 2 is going to get way more sales than the first Switch ever did. So, that's all I have to say there. So maybe you guys could save this video, whatever, save this part of the video, and just remember what I said, and maybe in a couple of years we can come back to this video and see what, if I was right. So other than that though, that's really all I have to say for now. Nothing really else I have to really say about this other than that though. But overall, I'm just very excited for the Switch 2 though. I mean, everybody should be excited for the Switch 2, especially after seeing all this. I'll react to all these other videos in my free time though. There's even Mario Kart Jamboree plus Jamboree TV, which is the Switch 2 edition. So there's even Switch 2 ports. Even Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are coming on the Switch 2 as well. So, which is crazy. So it's kind of I don't know. I don't know what the difference is going to be with those games, because you could pretty much play those games in your Switch 2 anyway from the Switch. You know what I mean? You could just play the Switch copies in the Switch 2, I believe, right? So I don't know, but maybe there's some differences between those. But sorry if my hand's in the way. And then there's also Kirby Air Riders. That's insane as well. So I guess it's a sequel to Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube, which is pretty insane. There's even Nintendo Switch Parental Controls, the sequel to the first one. I don't know. But yeah, I guess it shows them, I guess it shows here in the thumbnail about game chat or whatever. So here's game chat right here too. So that's pretty insane. I guess it's similar to like Wii U chat, but instead you're actually playing, you can see everyone else's screen, I guess, which is pretty cool. And I guess it's like the Nintendo version of Discord, I guess you could say. So something like that, I guess. But other than that though, it's amazing. Like, I can't wait to see what else, Nintendo has to offer with this new console obviously coming out. Man, in 2 months too, like already. That's crazy. It's crazy how close we are for this system coming out. So I don't know when I'm getting it. I'm still figuring it out. But once I get it, I will also get Mario Kart World with it, and we'll see what happens with Mario Kart Online after that. So when I get that game and the Switch too, we'll see what happens. But for now, Mario Kart Online will stay, you know, and we'll see how things go down the road. So, besides that, though, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts about anything really regarding the Switch 2. It can even be about Donkey Kong Bonanza or, Game Chat and anything like that. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So, but overall, though, it's awesome. So, truly excited. I've really been waiting for April 2nd this whole time, really, ever since the Switch 2 was first revealed a few months ago. So, and plus, you guys got to get 2 videos today. That's a good thing, since you guys got 1,000 your door today. So, 2 videos. I'm keeping the consistency going, with my videos and stuff. But this is not about me. This is about the Switch 2. So, other than that, though, let me know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys have to say. I love to hear what you guys have to say, and that's really all I have to say for now. So, I'm not really gonna react to the do a reaction video on, like, there's gonna be a direct for April 17th regarding Mario Kart World. I'm not gonna do any reaction videos on that, but if you guys want me to, maybe, but I'll just mention it. I'll probably mention, like, separate video or something. I don't know, or I'll just post something about it in my community post. We'll see. But for now, though, I'm gonna wrap it up here. This is a very long reactions video, whatever. But I just wanted to react to all these for you guys. So, sorry, I had a burp. But besides that, though, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and that's really all I have to say for now. So, thank you guys for watching.